Looking into the resurrection and the deity of Christ, there's a lot of reasons that I find that people who are much smarter than I am, people who have PhDs, people who are historians, doctors, lawyers, all kinds of folks, agree that Jesus Christ is God, that Jesus Christ truly did get crucified and rose on the third day, resurrected for the forgiveness of sins. But when I look into why people don't agree with that, it never seems to be a rationale that's based in anything other than a presupposition that miracles cannot occur. The fact of the matter is, folks, there's a lot of rationality, there's a lot of reasoning and argumentation for the historicity of the resurrection being true. If you look into the minimal facts argument, there's a lot of historians that agree upon certain facts surrounding the life of Jesus and his disciples. Those facts include that Jesus was crucified, that Jesus' tomb was found empty. That one's a little more disputed, but I think it's beyond argumentation because the historical method shows that that is the most plausible explanation for the writings that testify about the empty tomb. The third minimal fact is that the disciples truly believed they encountered Christ risen from the grave. The next fact is that Paul, who was an enemy of Christians, who was persecuting Christians himself, thought he had encountered Christ risen from the grave. And that James and Jude, who were brothers or cousins of Christ, thought they had encountered Christ risen from the grave. And then lastly, that the disciples, Paul, James, and Jude, were persecuted for this testament that they believed that they had seen Christ risen from the grave. It's never a lack of historical data, I notice, and it's never any contrary historical data that causes historians to disbelieve in the resurrection. It's almost always a presupposition that the resurrection cannot occur. But through the historical method, we can determine that that is the most rational explanation. It's the theory that fits the data, has the most explanatory power and scope. Therefore, we should believe that to be a historical fact through the method that historians use to determine what historical facts even are. Stay blessed, y'all. If Christ rose from the grave, that means we've got a God that actually cares for us enough to prove it historically by dying on the cross and resurrecting on the third day for the forgiveness of sins, so that we can know that God loves us, God is willing to forgive us, God truly cares for us, and he teaches us how to live through the life of Jesus Christ. Stay blessed, y'all. God loves us.